In this example, I'm going to demonstrate how you can use the cross-section option from the Measure tool to produce a vector that we can then use in a modeling process. And to demonstrate this, I'm starting from a piece of clip art, so it's a single component that we brought in. This component was originally designed and built in a previous tutorial from an earlier user group meeting. What I'd like to do is take this and blend it into part of another design, and that other design might be the end of an architrave or part of a frame or something like that, and it has a cross-section that we want to get to that looks like this. And so what I want to do effectively is trim it here and have it blend smoothly to this cross-section, and we can do that using the option on the Measure tool. So the Measure tool, which you can access either from the Drawing or the Modeling tab, includes the option here to take a cross-section. So as well as just measuring lengths across your drawing, you can also take a line across your drawing like this, and it will result in a cross-section. I didn't quite get that right there. Let me just do that again. This time it's important that I hit the end of the rails here. 1 and 2. Now this is actually showing us the underlying profile of this component, or indeed any part of the 3D model. Now I'm going to use this now as part of my 2-rail sweep, and to do that I need to just rotate it round. The 2-rail sweep always assumes that your profiles are going to be broadly oriented right to left, left to right like this, so it just avoids any potential confusion as to what's up and what's down if we put it if we lay it flat. And then what I want to do is I want to just get rid of this current tail end of the flourish so that we can replace it with our new one. So if I select the component and the line that's crossing it, I can use the split tool on the components tool set there, and what that's done is taken the one flourish and made it split it along the line into the 2 bits. So now we can delete that second bit. We don't want to use that, and instead what we're going to do is replace that with a 2-rail sweep, which is going to go along these rails, starting from this profile and ending with this profile. And if I cut to the 2-rail sweep, it's smart enough to know that if I've made selections before I open it, that it'll assign them correctly, provided I've selected them in the right order. And you can see here that we're okay to go. I'm going to scale the cross sections with the width, so that will make it pinch down a little bit as we get into the middle here, which will produce a nice effect. And we want this to merge, because where there's an overlap here we don't want to add, we want to actually blend it in. And then we can just apply that and take a look in the 3D view, and you can see it's taken our cross section from the flourish and blended it smoothly into what is now a known and fixed cross section that we could perhaps use to continue a piece of architrave or to finish off a frame. You'll see that there's a little bit of a discontinuity here. That's to do with the fact that in Z, if you imagine how this shape is smoothly sweeping, there's a little discontinuity here to do with the change in height. But luckily for us, Aspire has great tools to fix that. So I'm going to finish my 2-rail sweep, which has left me with these 2 components. And what I want to do is blend that boundary. So I'm going to select the other component, so the 2 are selected together, and I'm going to bake them together. Having baked them, they become a single component that I can now work on using Aspire's sculpting tools. So I'll just zoom that into the right place, and then I'm going to select our sculpting, and I'm going to use the smudge tool, which allows us to drag one material from across the model. I want to set the strength, say, down to about 30 there, and what I'm going to do is I'm simply going to drag along the sweep of this flourish, and that will start to smooth that transition for us. You can see that's starting to have an effect now. What we're doing really is just manually blending away that discontinuity of Z across the gap here. Provided I smooth in the direction of the flourish, it's really effective, and that's pretty good. So I'll just OK that, and you can see we've largely eliminated that problem that we had there. And there we have our finished piece. So by using the cross-section tool, I've been able to take effectively an arbitrary shape and blend it into a known shape. And there are an absolute ton of cases where that's a really useful thing to be able to do.